Welcome back from the bench, everybody. As always, Eric, and today we're going to talk a little bit of the first round of the NHL playoffs, as we also rip a retail box of 2022-2023 Series 2, and going to rip one of these. Haven't ripped one of these yet either, but a box of Rookie and Stars. This is cheap. It was like $25 from 401 Games, so I decided to add that on there too. And then for future videos, I am going to be opening up 2 boxes of SPA. The new one that's coming out tomorrow, when you guys see this on that Wednesday. So I'll try to get one of those boxes early on, get the box, rip it, get it up on the channel pretty early on in the day. But later on, once those get ripped and stuff, I'm also going to have another high box of Series 1 to rip and a retail box of Series 1 to rip. You might be saying, Eric, why are you ripping so much of this stuff? You've had really bad luck with it. That is not a lie, but PSA opened up their new special for grading. So for the price of it, for the potential, I said, no, I'll try to find something gradable and we'll see how we go. So here we go. We're going to get into the high box. Put it out to a couple people I know, asked them what they think I should rip. They said, you know what, you haven't ripped any of the retail for Series 2 yet. Not that my luck has been great overall, but let's see if we can change it. Maybe our luck was all in the high or all in the retail boxes, not the high boxes this year. So here we go. We get 24 packs, 8 cards per pack. If you guys don't know, the only difference between this and like the high box that I showed you earlier for Series 1, you can't get like clear cuts, exclusives, high gloss, stuff like that. I always point that out. But gonna talk a little bit of the first round of the playoffs. Gonna start with the game starting tonight. So we're talking Monday. I'm recording this Monday. I'm recording this. It's during the day, so obviously I don't know any of the scores. But we're just gonna talk it over. But here we go. First pack: Brandon Montour, Mikko Rantanen, Jacob Chikrin, Barabanov, and the first one is for the Canucks. Are we gonna start this off right? There we go. Andrei Kuzmenko. That is the start you want in this. Already, so far, my luck is better with one retail box than pretty much the best box I pulled for hobby. So why can't I get the sleeve out? There we go. Anything gradable? Maybe have to try to clean up that bottom edge. Maybe. We'll see. I said that's the reason why I'm opening this stuff, is hopefully be able to put it in a PSA order where I at least think that there's potential to hit a PSA 10. I think that's, I'm not just going to send a bunch of cards and then hoping that, I don't usually send cards for the most part, unless they're a bigger card, thinking that there'll be a PSA 10 or it'll be a PSA 9 if I get it back. Backdrop of the day, we got Jack Eichel, Vegas Golden Knights. They're going to be playing tomorrow. They start their playoff series. We got Kent Johnson. I just got that in after ordering it weeks ago from a guy on eBay. And then Nathan McKinnon trying to go back-to-back. So here we go. That's a pretty good start, though. Kuzmenko said not up for the Calder, but first year with the Canucks and put up a ton of points with that team as they're kind of rebuilding. So Jakub Trenin, Peyton Krebs, Matt Waugh, and Jake Christensen. He kind of haunts my dreams when it comes to ripping product for Series 1, because instead of getting Kent Johnson all the time, I was getting Jake Christensen. That and Trey Flix-Wolanski, Carson Meyer, just everybody else. So Marcus Foligno, James Reimer, Nicholas Waugh, and Matthias Maselli in the rookie portraits. Kid put up a ton of points, mainly on the power play, I think. But assist machine over there for the Coyotes. PSA slabs always kind of screw me up when I do these videos, just because of how I sit back and the cards kind of take the border. PSA slabs are so much bigger, so obviously I'm a little... Usually I have the bottom of my face is right here, or my bottom of my screen, but obviously I'm probably up here somewhere for this one. Scott Lawton, Dyson Mayo, and this is going to be the World Junior Grads. This is Quinn Hughes, Shane Gostabeer, Cam Atkinson, and Craig Anderson. Played his final game the other night. It's nice to see. He, what did I see? Something about his first goal he gave up. The people that assisted on it were like Ron Francis and somebody else or something like that. It was like, old heads that we haven't heard for quite a while. They ended up being the guys that assisted on the first ever goal against him. But Cernak, Bowen Byram, and this is one of those. Welcome to, this is the postcard. This one's Los Angeles. I'm pretty sure I've hit that one already. First series we're going to talk about, though, is the first one, time-wise. That's how we're going to go through this. So we're going to go east, obviously, first. Islanders versus Hurricanes. So now everyone knows Ilya Sorokin. In my mind, probably one of the better goalies out there. Big fan of the kid, Brayden Schenn. But even without Svechnikov, I still think I like the potential for the Hurricanes. Now, if Svechnikov was in the lineup and he wasn't out for the year with the torn ACL, I believe is what it is, I would be all over the Hurricanes. It would be like 4 games, 5 games. I think the Islanders kind of muck it up a little bit, but I do think there's a good chance that the Hurricanes win this. Travis Boyd, our next young gun, is going to be for the Canadians. It's a D-man, Caden Gooley. This is like, it's a decent box. Caden Gooley, hadn't hit him yet. So you all know what that means. That's going to mean that Caden Gooley gets added to my Young Guns master set that I try to collect every year. I don't think, this one I might be able to try to clean up too, but from the looks of it, it's the top right corner's also got a little bit of a thing there. Caden Gooley, not a bad little hit. Once again, we're starting off with 2 guys that are pretty decent overall. I like the Bo Horvat over with and Barzal and all these other guys over with the Islanders. I think they have a good team. But I think overall, I just think Sebastian Aho and everybody else over there with the Hurricanes, I think they get it done. Another canvas coming up here behind Robert Thomas. We got Jacob Voracek. That Cam Atkinson, Jacob Voracek trade still doesn't make sense to this day. Why Columbus traded like a face of the franchise. Like a 1-for-1 trade. Still weird to me. Jesse Puljujarvi. He's with the Hurricanes now, right? Anthony Duclair, JVR, Rasmus Dahlin. Let me know in the comments when we get through this. You guys just name all the games from tonight. I guess you guys will have watched the games. But let me know who you guys think wins all these series. Next one up, the Boston Bruins versus the Florida Panthers. I think I'm gonna go with the Corgi on TSN, who hits the basketballs into the nets at the bottom of the stairs. I'm gonna go with the Florida Panthers. San Jose Sharks. Jaden, yep, that's the last name. How budget watch? Jaden. We're just gonna call him Jaden from now on. But also another card that I haven't hit yet, I don't believe. So we got Jaden here for the Sharks. Not quite a William Eklund, but Jaden. We'll see if we can get a little info on him for everybody. 1997. So he'll be 26 this year. Just turned 26. So there we go. Jaden, 26-year-old young gun, is our next hit. No, to be honest, we're going to go with the Boston Bruins. Sid missing the playoffs for the first time or second time in his career. First time since his rookie season. But yeah, I think the Bruins just overall, I think they're just too deep. Their defense is good. Their goaltending is good. The only thing you kind of think if you're like a Panthers fan is that the lights are too bright for a Linus Ullmark. I guess maybe is what you're kind of hoping for. Kotkaniemi, Dougie Hamilton, TJ Brody, And Dylan Cousins in the instant impressions. Paul Byron, Derek Grant, Evander Kane, and Sebastian Aho. So I just think, and obviously this isn't really a hot take. A team wins 65 games in the run of a season. I don't think it's really a hot take that, they are the favorite to win that series. Probably in like 5 games. I don't think it goes 6. But Ricardo Rakell, Dmitry Orlov, and Nick Blackenberg, because that seems right. That's, like I said, everybody but Kent Johnson back there is who I hit when it comes to Columbus Blue Jackets. I don't know. Like I said, they're a deep team. I do think Kachuk's kind of going to try to get under people's skin. That's what he does. Barkov, he's going to get out there. He's going to try to shut down guys. Like, Florida's no slouch. Let's be honest here. They're kind of getting it going, but once again, it's just, to me, it's just Boston. I think they're thinking they're going to punch their ticket right to the very end. Adam Larson, and then there we go, Brant Clark, one of the top 5 scorers in the CHL playoffs so far. I saw Brant Clark's there. Connor Bedard's there. Surprise, surprise. And Etienne Morin, which is 4th Moncton Wildcats. He's actually up there after the first round, or was after the first round, which is kind of good to see. He did go 7 games, so that obviously helps his cause, but pretty good for a defenseman. OEL, Travis Hamonic, Moritz Seider, and Alex Vlasic is related to Vlasic on the Sharks. Pickles himself. Next off, we're going to move to the West. We get the Wild versus the Stars. This is another not really super controversial one, but I think the Dallas Stars have this. I know, Kaprizov's coming back. Another Brant Clark, doubling up on the Brant Clarks here. I understand, he's come back. Boldy. Probably the best thing for the Wild was that Kaprizov went down and the rest of the team had to try to get hot. But I just think Jason Robertson and Jamie Benn just has that game built for the playoffs, just that mean, gritty, everything about him. Ottinger's good. Miro Haskinen's really should be a Norris candidate. So Stammer, Konechny, Jacob Voracek. Oh, that's a terrible St. Patty's Day uniform. And for the Rangers, it's a goalie, Adam Huska. So one good thing is we're getting a bunch of new cards that we haven't hit yet. So there we go, Adam Huska. I don't think he's going to try and knock off Shesterkin as the goalie of the future there. But he's a young gun nonetheless. You never know. Maybe he becomes like a Linus Allmark. Maybe he becomes a guy in another place down the road. So he's also 26 years old, from Slovakia. So not quite 26, he's 25, turning 26, but there we go. I don't know. I just think a lot of it with them, the Wild's fine, but I'm going to go with Ottinger, Robertson, Heiskanen, that crazy draft class from a few years ago. That's who I'm going to bet on in this situation. So Tyler Seguin, there you go. Elias Lindholm. A couple checklists. Nate and Draisaitl. Big Val. And then finishing off today, I'll probably talk about both rounds. Or the other side too. I was going to only talk about the one, but Kings versus Oilers. I think the Kings could give them a little bit of a push, but I do think just Oilers are going to get a little bit too much power play time. I know it's kind of the thing against the Oilers is so many of their points are from the power play because they are so wild on it. But I think that's enough for them to kind of get them over the edge. For the Senators, D-Man, Jake Sanderson. This is a pretty good box. Jake Sanderson, Caden Gooley, Kuzmenko. That's a pretty good box right there. Boom. We'll throw him in front of Caden Gooley. Nothing personal, Caden Gooley, but the Senators are kind of like my girlfriend team. Definitely over Montreal for sure. So there we go. Jake Sanderson, Caden Gooley, and a Kuzmenko. This rivals my best box I had for hobby over 6 of them, and a Young Guns canvas. There we go. Yanni Gord, Jeremy Swayman. Once again, don't think he'll have to make a start, but we'll never know. Charlie McAvoy and Moritz Seider. And then our Young Guns canvas is going to be Riley Walsh. So not a crazy name, but there we go. Riley Walsh. Not one I had yet. But we'll put him in a sleeve. Once again, extra Young Gun. Like I said, you're not going to get the clear cuts, the high gloss, exclusive, anything like that. So only extra Young Gun you can get is a canvas. So there we go. I just think McDavid, Draisaitl, I'm not a big fan of Nurse, but even Stuart Skinner is playing well. I think if they had like Jack Campbell, I wouldn't be too pumped about it. But I think Stuart Skinner does enough to get him past the first round. Josh Morrissey, Ryan Pulak, Logan Couture, and a Red Dazzler, Mark Kastelik. I've hit a couple of him now. He might be one of those guys that tries to follow me around, but Mark Kastelik in the Red Dazzler, that's pretty sharp kind of color match there for the Senators. So, David Comp, Brandon Carlo, Adam Fox, and a Jordan Eberle. So, I think it's good that the Kings are there, but I think there's still just a couple, probably another year or two away before they're really like a contender. But let me know what you guys think in the comments once again. Next up, the night after. So this will be the night of this. You guys are going to see this. You're going to be like, oh, going into the games here. Rangers versus Devils. Bo Horvat, Greenway, Malkin, Valdar, and another one. Jack Quinn. That's a better one. Jack Quinn in the Red Dazzlers. There we go. I think he's like a $20 Young Gun. I was checking before. I think he's like $20 Young Gun. So it's not a half bad hit. Rangers, I think, are going to win that series. You get the experience of Patrick Kane. You get all this other stuff. Panarin, Adam Fox, Kevin Miller. The list goes on. Trouba, he's a menace out there, but that's kind of what you want in the playoffs, I think, as long as you can kind of keep it in check a little bit. And I think Shesterkin. To me, I like to go with, a lot of times, go with the better goaltender. And Shesterkin, to me, is that guy. So, Jacob Slavin. And another canvas one's Ryan Johansson for Nashville. So, I think Shesterkin and the rest of the Rangers, they get it done. Next up, it's the Leafs versus the Lightning. And I know I put it out there. Who do you think is going to win? The Leafs, Lightning? Let's hear it in the comments. There's a lot of Leafs hate that go on in the comments. Understandably so. I'm not a Leafs fan. I have a lot of friends that are Leafs fans. But a lot of people like to hate on them for, once again, good reasons a lot of times. But I think it might be the year. I say that as I'm pulling the Kucherov. It's kind of making me question myself, but this has to be the year, right? This has to be it, right? I just feel, and maybe they've just been playing possum, but I feel like Tampa's just been off their game for most of the year. Don't forget, by the way, I also have this to open up after the rest of this hobby box. So, I think for the first round, I don't know about round 2, but I think the Leafs take it. So wait and see. Carrier, and then we got Welcome to Dallas. I've hit this one too. So Welcome to Dallas. I don't know. I think maybe it's just too much hockey in the last couple of years. And the Leafs, they're not a bad team. They get a little bit of depth this year. Factor's coming back. I like Ryan O'Reilly. yeah, I don't know. I just I'm gonna sound dumb when it doesn't happen, but we'll go with the Leafs. Next up, who's next up? Yep, Golden Knights and the Jets. I'm gonna go Golden Knights. My boy Ivan Barbashev's there. You got Jackie Aces there. I think they could probably win it. And finishing off, Canucks center Niels Amon. There we go. Niels Amon. Once again, I don't think I have this one yet. It's a pretty good retail box. A Kuzmenko, a Sanderson, a Caden Gooley. I said we'll check them out later, see if I can clean them up a little bit. And when I say clean them up, by the way, I don't mean like doing anything crazy. All I do is grab some like painter's tape, kind of wrap it around my fingers, and I'll kind of like try to get like the spurs essentially, or the frailing little cut mark along the bottom. Sometimes I'll try to like get that off, but I just use like some painter's tape to do it. That's how I clean up the cards. Because Upper Deck does not know how to have a decent card come out, so quality control, it's great. Here we go, rookies and stars. Like I said, we do get one base set parallel, so it could be a rookie autograph. There are numbered cards, so let's see what we get. We're gonna have the base set, which I don't know if the price has gone down, but at one point we're going for a pretty good amount. I remember watching like a Ziri video, and he was talking about it, and they were going for a decent amount. I can't remember. You guys can see this. We're just gonna try not to peek here. I can't remember how this comes out. Okay, so there we go. So empty box. Two of these. I think the hit's at the very back. I think that's how this works. So we're just going to unwrap it. These range in price, $25, $35. I think 25 is probably the right price tag for them. I think that's probably a good spot for the product, for what it is. I can cut that, rip that. Try not to destroy any of these. Yeah. So if you haven't seen any of these, this is what they are. So you got Shane right here. We got a red card. I think that's the same what Ziri got. We got Yaroslav, Slavkovsky. Get Matt Boldy. So you get all the big guys here. Owen Power. Wyatt Johnson's not in it. I'm going to take the bottom couple. Kuzmenko at the bottom. So we're just going to put that there. So I can do this without having to worry. Owen Power. Matty Beniers. Kent Johnson. So a lot of these are Cuttlebach, Jake Sanderson, Jack Quinn, Luke Reichel. So depending on what it is, you can get a couple bucks for every one of them. Weird, like I said, having Trey Fix-Wolansky in there, but not having a Wyatt Johnson. That's odd to me. There's a lot of guys there that you could make an argument for. I just don't understand not having one of the guys in Wyatt Johnson. He's missing and somebody else is missing. I can't remember from Ziri's video, but there's two guys missing. And here we go. We got red. Can we check what the red was? Red was... Red's out of 99, so not bad. So there's the blue, which is one every two boxes. There's a gold, which is out of 349. Red's out of 99, then black is 101. Autograph is 1 out of 20 boxes, and black auto is their number 1 out of 101. So no auto here. We got Andrei Kuzmenko, Piotr. That's not bad. Shane Wright, red out of 99. 34 out of 99. That's not a bad hit out of these. Once again, $425 plus tax. That's a pretty good box. So, Golden Knights, and we got one more game to talk about. I wanted to not be distracted for the last one. There we go. Golden Knights. Shane Wright, 34 out of 99. Nice foil to it. I like the gold. It's a good looking card right there. Haven't pulled a Shane Wright myself yet, so that's also a thing. So yeah, Golden Knights, my boy Barbashev, Jackie Ace, everything else. I just think they have a little bit more than whatever's going on with the Jets. I talked about it a while back. Like Pierre-Luc Dubois fell off the face of the earth. Like the last quarter of the season, even maybe last third of the season. Unfortunately, which I was kind of a big Pierre-Luc Dubois guy, but he just kind of fell off. So I think the Golden Knights get past the first round. And the last and final game, my boys, you've been seeing this logo this whole time. Nathan McKinnon's back there, everything else. Maybe it's not great because maybe this is a sign with Shane Wright popping up here. Not that he's playing or anything for the Kraken, but maybe they'll be good in a couple of years. Maybe it's their year in a couple of years, but I think the Avalanche still have it. Gorgie has been playing really well in net. You get Kale back, Bowen Byram, Devin Taves. You get all these guys over there. You're hopefully getting Josh Manson back. Not getting Landy back for the playoffs, unfortunately. Makes me sad. But he just couldn't heal up. But Rantanen and McKinnon, and McKinnon's on just a roll. Guy finishes off with a hat trick, 111 points, I think, or 110 points on the season in 71 games. I think he was only behind McDavid for points per game. And yeah, I don't know. I think the Avalanche have it again. They have the experience. They have everything else. I think they have it to get through. Goaltending is one of the big ones. I think Gorgiev he's really played a lot lately, but I think he's just getting into a groove and has played really well from all the games I've watched. So there's my picks. So you guys let me know who you think is going to win, who you think is going to take this next step into the second round. And let me hear everyone. You just gotta put the team. So you can just put COL or Avs or whatever you want for every team. Let me know in the comments who you think is gonna make it, or if you just have a big prediction, or if you just want to trash on the Maple Leafs because that's what people like to do. Do it all in the comments. Make sure you hit the hit the subscribe. SPA tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe. I will have videos of that. Like I said, opening up 2 boxes of the brand new SPA. That's the Cole Caulfield and all those guys. So, like I said, hit that hit the subscribe. And for Eric from the bench, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.